Tonight, a man convicted of armed robberies is sentenced. One of his alleged victims, an ANC commissioner. Now he's raising questions about how D.C. police handled the case. Fox 5's chief legal correspondent Katie Barlow live in Northwest tonight with the details. Katie.
Hey, good evening, Kenneth. 25-year-old David Crocker was sentenced to 18 years behind bars today. ANC Commissioner Tom Donohue, who represents neighborhoods in Fairlawn and Anacostia, says that he was just one of several victims of Crocker's armed robberies. Crocker pleaded guilty back in March to 2 armed robberies and a separate third incident of unlawfully possessing a gun. But Donohue says that there were at least a dozen victims who were not included in the charges in Crocker's case. Now, there's a long road from an arrest to a prosecutor's decision to charge a case and ultimately to a plea deal, which is what this case resulted in. There were several factors that weigh in on the ultimate resolution in a criminal case, including how much evidence there is for each charge, whether that evidence is admissible in court, and whether the accused is willing to take a deal. Crocker pleaded guilty to 3 charges in D.C. Superior Court and got 18 years behind bars. Still, Donohue says he wanted to see a higher sentence.
Mr. Crocker violated my sense of security, my sense of safety. I was doing a simple thing as going to the mobile station at the end of my block, and upon returning, coming up the alley, he pulled a gun on me.
Donohue says 18 years is enough to send a message, but he wants the police to do more. He's calling on MPD to meet with him and conduct an internal review of how they handled the investigation. He says a number of armed robberies could have been avoided had police communicated with the public. Donohue spoke during the sentencing hearing today, urging the judge to impose a fair sentence. Even if your case isn't charged, you can still submit a victim impact statement to help the judge determine the right sentence. Now, MPD says that this case was thoroughly investigated and that they were only able to eventually tie Crocker to some of these incidents after that thorough investigation, and that MPD was working to tie Crocker to Donohue's case, but the U.S. Attorney's Office reached a plea deal related to other charges before that happened.